Hi, Christy. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I have a fan going over here that I'll probably shut off in a minute, but it was a little bit stuffy in the studio this morning, so I decided to turn it on. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Okay. Hi, Jane. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Sally. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to pick out some brushes. I left a bunch of brushes out and I kind of ruined them. You may have learned that already the hard way. Don't don't leave your brushes out without cleaning them. Hey, Sue. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Joan. It's really good to see all of you here. I'm excited for today's class, for today's lesson. It's our third and final installment of this intuitive drawing and painting series. Yay, hi Lisa. Thank you for my painting of Sandy. Oh, that's for Sue. So anyway, it's our third and final gathering together, and I thought that like maybe for the first minute, I know there's a lot of like really talented or several, I don't know if they're all on here right now, but if you have a website or something, an Etsy site, I know a few of you do, feel free to share the link in the chat here. And I'll share it also in the video description because I think it's really important. I mean, we can't be together in the same room, but I think it's really important to know what each other is doing. And, you know, even if it's just like an Instagram page or something, if you want to, you know, network a little bit or just share, let people see the kind of work that you do outside of this. So feel free if you want to share any link that you like, that you want to share in the chat feature. It's up to you. Full on warning, there is a fly buzzing around my studio this morning. So anyway, I wanted to just put that out there to let you do that. I want to talk a little bit about the prompt card exchange, because I've had a lot of questions. I just wanted to offer it as something that you all can do with each other, because, you know, in this like day and age of social distancing right now, it's really nice to receive like handmade things in the mail. So I just recently was part of this postcard exchange, and I sent out 5 postcards and I got 5 postcards back. And it's so fun and awesome to get these. Hey, Lisa. So this is what inspired me to just suggest to you all, and I have gotten like a good number of people have responded, which is awesome. But there have been questions, so I just want to clarify what you can do. So this was one of my studies from last Thursday on paper. So what I could do now is cut this up, and then I want you to come up with your own creative prompt. you don't have to use mine. Come up with your own. Maybe it's just, like a day of the week or something. Just something that might spur someone to think a little differently when they pursue their artwork. Yay, hi Kathy. So, you might take one of your studies, maybe if you have one that's on like a little bit more durable paper, you could cut it. You could cut it and send it as a postcard if you want. Or what I was thinking is, just cut it the size of maybe like sort of like a playing card, and then you can put it in a little envelope and mail it that way. Whatever you want to do. I just thought it's a nice way to just connect, in this day and age. And like I said, it's just really lovely to receive handmade things in the mail. So if you want to be a part of that exchange, again, just send me your mailing address. And the deadline, I think I wrote, what did I say? Noon on Thursday, this Thursday. So then I'll send that out to everyone on the list. If there's too many people, I'll probably break it up into 2 groups. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. All right, and then I want to, because we're 5 minutes after the hour, I just want to put it out there again. For those of you who have like an Etsy site or a website or something, feel free to promote it on here on the chat. Send the website link, or if you have a fundraiser or something that you are organizing. I think we can't meet together in a room, but it's still, you still can share links and stuff on here through the chat feature. And if you can't do that, just leave it in the comments below the video and I'll share them with people later. Just want to give you that opportunity to connect with each other a little bit more. Okay, so I'm excited for today. We're going to approach it a little bit differently than we have in the past, or the last 2 classes, just slightly differently. We still will have our prompt cards that we will refer to from time to time. But what I wanted today is have you create a story. You will be creating a very personal story through the images that you select for this exercise and through the images that you pull out of your drawings that you personally see. I tried a little exercise last night for myself using the approach we're going to do. And, just very quickly, I came up with this. And it might look like scribble to you, but to me, this is illustrating my bear encounter last week. And I did not plan this. It was like this big shape kind of emerged and this little person. So I had no idea that was going to come out, and it sort of came out. So I'm hoping that will happen for you today, that maybe some interesting story or memory or something will emerge as you work. And you're in your own studio, so if something disturbing, something, like not fun emerges, you have the safety to, and privacy to, to approach that and deal with that. So when we're done today, I would love, whatever you have finished, if you want to share with me, I would love to see what you do. And if you don't want me to share it publicly, let me know also. Okay, so we're going to start. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some blind contour drawings. But what we're going to do, I asked you to pull together images that are compelling to you for whatever reason. And I also asked you to have a favorite book on hand. It could be a magazine. We're going to start today by looking at some images that we like, and this is going to be totally personal to you. And then you can take a marker or a pen, and we're just going to start off today. Hey, Jamie. We're going to start off today by doing a series of blind contour drawings. So if you are unfamiliar with what that is, that means that you are going to avoid looking at your page when you're drawing. You're going to look away. Hi, Charlotte. So I have a bunch of books on hand. I've got a book about wolves. I've got a book about saints, or like paintings of saints. I've got my trusty book about Maria Sibylla Merian, the artist scientist that I keep referring to. I've got this memoir of Isadora Duncan. So I have these things on hand that I'm going to call from, but of course you have your own special individual collection of whatever kind of resources. So we'll start by taking a little bit of time. Try to avoid looking at your paper. I'm going to use a marker so you can see what I'm doing. And you're going to just find some images and start drawing them. So we'll start with our first image. Maybe we can do this together. We'll take a couple minutes and for each image, and we're going to overlap them. So I have this picture here of a, so you could even close your eyes when you're working today, if that helps. I might actually do that. Actually, then I need to look at the thing. There is an interesting exercise you can try where you look at your image and then try to draw it from memory. That when you do a blind contour, imagine like an ant is crawling over the lines of the thing that you're looking at, and you're following it with your pen or your marker, and you're not looking at your page. You're trying to avoid looking at your page. And if you see any textures in your image, you could go ahead and draw those. And you don't have to overthink which image you're drawing, just something that is compelling to you. When you feel ready, you can look at your drawing or not. Pick another picture. I really like this kind of abandoned building on this cover, so I'm gonna do that. You might even rotate your paper if you wish. Change your drawing tool if you wish. And again, no design here, just think about your drawing. like we're going to be reading tea leaves today. We're going to be reading our own tea leaves today. And whenever you feel ready, let's do another one. If you want to turn your canvas, you can. I'll do mine upside down. And let's see. Yeah, and you could try to draw something from memory also, if you wish. Sort of have this fun greeting card that my husband gave me a while back. Hope you all are doing well out there with this. Let me know if you have any questions. We're still just overlapping some contour drawings of things that are interesting to us, images that we like. And we'll just take 4 more minutes and just finish up whatever you're on. If you want to do another drawing, feel free. We are going to work with our paints, so you might want to get your paints out also. And if you want to work on 2 of these at the same time, feel free. So again, I have some prompt cards, some inspiration cards, and some color cards. So we will work, I'm going to draw one of the process cards first, and we'll see how we shall proceed with this. Okay, apply a stain on 2/3 of the canvas. So by stain, I mean you're still going to be able to see your drawing. It's not opaque. It's just going to be a very thin, transparent coat of color over this. So it can be whatever color you want. Should I pull a card for what color we should do? I think I will. And if you're feeling it, go for it. And if not, don't worry about it. Okay. Complementary set. So complementary colors are colors that come across from each other on the color wheel. So you could use yellow and purple. You could use red and green, or you could use orange and blue. And you could use them individually, or you could mix them. I'm going to leave it up to you. And if none of those feel right to you, you use whatever color you would like. What am I feeling? I think I'm feeling yellow and purple. So I'm going to take some of my yellow, which is a pretty transparent color anyway. I'm going to add a lot of water. I'm going to use a big brush. And it said 2/3 of the canvas. So whatever that means to you. So yeah, this is a stain. It's just a light application of color. You should be able to see your drawing under it. If you worked with charcoal or something and that's blending, you could try painting around those marks or over those marks to adhere them into the canvas or paper. And now I'm going to take a little bit of purple, since yellow and purple are a complementary color set. And if that's not clear, let me know, and I'll try to explain that a little better. But yeah, you want to still see your original drawing. So from here, you might start looking at the shapes in front of you and start seeing if you can coax out any symbols, animals, figures. Is there anything you're seeing that you want to pull out and emphasize? And if so, go ahead and mix up a color and start putting some detail in. So maybe start describing something you're seeing here. I'm going to pull a couple of the inspiration cards that were sent in, so you can maybe think about that a little bit. I'll pull one. Well, actually, this was the original idea. So open the book that you have with you and look at the first sentence and use that. Opening sentences to books are always so good. So use the first sentence of your book and let that guide you a little bit here. Mine's pretty interesting, pretty epic. I'm not going to read it because I want you to have your own that you read, that you are inspired by. Okay. And you'll interpret that, whatever your sentence is that you're going to work from, you'll interpret that probably differently than I would or that anyone else would. But you might just use that for how you proceed here. If anyone is completely perplexed, feel free to ask questions. I really feel like I might have another bear emerging here. So you might find yourself like wanting your painting to go in a certain direction, but it's not going in that direction. But that's where I like to just say, listen to the painting. For today, just let it kind of emerge for you. I'm going to pick another process card that you might use in this situation. So I have here, use non-dominant hand finger painting. So you could finger paint with your non-dominant hand, or if you want to just finger paint with your regular, you know, hand, your regular hand, um, then do that. Okay. I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm taking that as a good sign. I've really been loving the marks that fingerprints make lately. Using both hands. So hopefully you'll start to see some figures or things emerging, and maybe a story is unfolding for you. I'm going to pick another process card. Scribble with intention. So that can be with charcoal, marker. I'm going to use charcoal. So rather than just like scribbling, like we're scribbling with intention. So whatever that means to you. Maybe you outline something you see. And again, remember, whatever, you can skip any of these prompts that you get if they're not feeling right to you. I decided to choose another inspiration prompt, something you might pull out from here, what you're seeing. This was submitted by one of you, and it's draw an ingredient from your last meal. So I would say rather than draw it, maybe you could pull something out that you see, um, or emphasize some things, paint things out. Think about an ingredient from your last meal or from a recent meal, if you want to go in that direction. Gosh, if I had. Hmm. I think I'm gonna, you might turn your canvas too. I'm gonna make a cup here, a cup of coffee. I thought another fun prompt could be to take your book, whichever book, I'm going to switch my book to this memoir, turn to whatever day of the month you were born on. So for me, it was 13. Turn to that page. So I'm going to turn to page 13. This is one of my altered books, and like actually I painted over that page, but I can still see the text. And then go down the line to the month you were born. So I was born the 7th month. So I will go down to the 7th line and look at that. Is there a word or is there something that pops out on that line that you might work with here? I have the words school and festival, and those are very exciting to me. So I'm going to hold that in my mind as I'm working. So for me, immediately when I think of school, I think of those number 2 pencils, which I love to paint and draw anyway. So I'm going to put one in here. Festival makes me want to put in a, what are those things? The wheels, the big wheels. Circus wheel, even though I know that that's not really a festival-y thing, that's just what I think of. So I'm going to look up an image of it. I don't even know if that's what it is. It's a Ferris wheel. Okay, Ferris wheel. It's in the back here. So you might be at a place now where you just feel like you want to take this picture in whatever direction you want. I'm seeing these really cool clouds in this little drawing, this little image here. And I think I want to recreate those. And again, look at your image. Is there anything else you're seeing that you want to emphasize or add more detail to? I'm picking a prompt card. Shiny sparkles and glitter, gold or silver. So If you're feeling in the glitter mood, or the gold, or the metallic mood, feel free to add. This might be bringing up ideas for future paintings for you. I did do a video that's on my YouTube channel about storytelling and narrative painting that you might refer to, where you would plan something out a little bit more beforehand. But this just might um, just spur on some ideas that you might pursue. I am working on a butterfly wing at the moment. I hope you have music playing. Sorry, I'm so quiet. One really interesting device to use in a painting that you make, you could try it in this one, is to develop one part of the painting with a lot of detail. Since we're working from images, you could do that and leave something else a little bit looser and unresolved. Maybe I want to put some glitter or something shiny in here. Okay. I think I need another prompt. Okay. I am going to pick an inspiration prompt. This is an intense one submitted by a viewer. Draw yourself at another age, young or old. That's an inspiration prompt. Do you want an inspiration prompt or a process prompt, Lisa? I'm going to give you a process prompt also. Cover something up. Cover something up. So you could obliterate something. I think I'll do that. I'm going to take my white paint. You could take black paint. Let's see, what do I want to cover up? I mean, it could just be like a part of this, or it could be a whole thing. I'm going to just paint right on top of this part here. So you got to have thick paint. All right, I hope that helps. I'm going ahead and I'm doing it. Another prompt that someone sent in is paint a familiar object in a surreal environment. I feel like I'm kind of doing that a little bit. And you could just draw also on some of the things that we did in previous classes, if you can remember any. Scratching through here. So you might see new images emerging also. If you're feeling really frustrated, you could start a new piece at any time and come back to this one. But it's just also a way to just kind of think about what's on your mind at the moment. Some things might be revealed to you. Faces are very, I know a lot of times when we're doing abstract things, people will comment they see faces a lot. Um, and a friend of mine suggested that that is because in a different part of our development as humans, we had to see faces more as a survival mechanism, like being out in the forest or something. So she thinks that's why we tend to see faces a lot in things. We just put eyes and nose together a lot, which kind of like that idea. So you might see some faces emerging in your piece today. I'm going to pull another prompt for you, an inspiration prompt, your favorite animal or an animal that's been visiting you a lot lately, an animal you live with, an animal you're seeing. I'm seeing bears all over the place. Some kind of animal of significance. Okay, I'm going to pick another process card. If I can, okay. done a lot of these already. I want to pick a new one. Well, I think I have two. I'm going to give us suggestions that we have done before. I think we've gone through all the process ones. Rotate your canvas and or use a new tool. This is a good one. I've been using the same paintbrush this whole time. Okay. Use a new tool. Use my card. Okay. I'm wondering if y'all are coming up with any interpretations of your pieces. And if you have images that you want to cut out and add into this to make it more of a collage, you can do that as well. I know we're getting towards the end of our time together, but of course, like if you have things to cut out to put in here, that would be a really cool like addition to this. Don't know if there's anything I want to cut out at this point. Let's see. Even if you have like decorative papers or anything like that to add to this, you could cut some shapes out from your papers. You could cut it. You could use, things you've done in this class already and add that as well. There might be an element of a design from a paper that's out of context, kind of weird and interesting, like this lemon. So I'm going to cut out a few of these and add them. I feel like they look like little weird creatures, like flies or something. So I'm going to add them. I kind of want to do a whole swarm of these funny little lemon creature things, but I'll just start off with these. And now I'm going to use these to cover up a part of this that I don't like. So I'm curious how this process has been for you. And was it frustrating? Was it more frustrating than the other lessons we did? Was it illuminating? I'm just curious, because this could be a way that you come up with subject matter for future paintings by doing these little sketches where you look for images in your scribbles. I have to admit, I really do like my little lemon creatures. see. So just one more time, I'm just going to make another call out. If anyone has anything they want to share in the chat or in the comments below, whatever projects, website, things you want to promote, feel free to share them. Share a link with us if you would like to. I hope that these intuitive classes have been fun and useful to you in some way, if not just like relaxing maybe or therapeutic. I remember early on in our session, one of the prompts was to draw a place that you go to for comfort. And I know for me, that's my studio. This is what keeps me going. So just having something that's low stress, low expectation can be a really nice way to unwind. So I hope, if nothing else, at least you got that out of these sessions. Once again, if you want to share your mailing address for the prompt card exchange, please send that to me and you'll get some addresses and instructions in exchange. Send those by Thursday noon. And then as far as upcoming workshops, I am planning out some things based around color and history, art history stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure how this fall is going to unfold at this point, but I will keep in touch with all of you through my newsletter and let you know what's happening, what kinds of things I have going on in the future. This is my beginning of something. What I'm seeing is animals behind a fence, behind a barricade, trying to kind of get free. And the lemons are little flies and they've gotten free because they're small and they can do that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe the animals will emerge eventually. But I hope you all have fun. Please feel free to send me your pictures, whatever it is you worked on. West Asphalt Garden Stroll is virtual this year online after September 12th. See Facebook or website. Cool. That's fun. Are you part of that, Joanne? I love seeing people's gardens. I know that my neighborhood, the Kenilworth neighborhood, has a fundraiser coming up for Loving Resources, which is a food pantry in the neighborhood. Lisa, if you want to share that link, please feel free. I don't have it. I don't have it in front of me right now. But that's also something happening. I know there's some really talented artists among you that are being shy, but if you wanted to share your Etsy sites or anything like that, feel free to do that. This has been really fun. I've really enjoyed keeping in touch with everyone through the email. Oh, nice, Joanne. Great. Okay, so I am going to log out. Please let me know how this was for you, if this was fun for you, and keep in touch. Send me whatever you make if you want to, and I will let you know what's happening as far as the schedule of classes this fall, but I am going to take the next couple weeks off to just brainstorm some new things, new ideas, and catch up on business and all of that. So, and I'm going to take a little tiny getaway vacation. Loving Food Resources, yes. It's a food pantry here in my neighborhood that's having a fundraiser. Okay, This was fun, everyone. I'm going to check out. I love you guys. Thanks so much for being a part of this process, and keep in touch. And I'm looking forward to sending out cards and receiving prompt cards from all of you. Okay. Take care. Bye.